so I decided to make this quick little video real quick because I have people like that think it's funny, or they don't think it's funny, they just like to make fun of my condition. And so I wanted to inform you guys a little bit, because I know I have like spiritual gurus like tarot readers and stuff, and people who like to call me retarded and like to say that I'm like a grown child and I'm an embarrassment to everyone around me, and whatever these people fucking say about me. You don't know my condition. You don't know what it's like being in that condition. Like, I know the way that I act. I know my setbacks. I know that some people might think that I'm retarded. I don't think that's a very derogatory term. I don't think that that's like really cool to say to someone. But whatever, I don't care. Y'all are gonna fucking say whatever you want to say, and you're gonna think whatever you want to think. And yes, some people are like this because of all the trauma that they've gone through their entire life. Some people are just really, they just can't handle it, or they didn't get the help that they needed and the support that they needed earlier on. Okay, so there's reasons why people are in the conditions that they're in before you want to call somebody a child. Oh, this person needs to get their shit together. They're so spiritually, like, they have such low vibes. They're so low vibrational. Like, they need to get their shit together. Like, they just need to grow up. Like, they're such a fucking distasteful person. Before you say that, you don't know their conditions, okay? So I'm going to tell you why they are the way that they are. Because of all the trauma and the lack of support and the lack of help that they've had their entire life, but just the pile on of trauma after trauma that they've gone through. And inability to know how to get help, or even to even consciously know what's even wrong with them. And being gaslighted their whole lives, for some people even. Okay? And being told that you're fine, there's nothing wrong with you, and you should just try harder, when really there's something wrong that needs care and love. It needs to be attended to. Okay, so so there's reasons why people are the way that they are. If they, yes, some grown adults regress and act like they're children, or they need extra help. They need extra special help. Okay? Some people are not far ahead as you are. You're blessed, and you should thank God for that. Okay? So before you want to call somebody a retard, you should just educate yourself and like understand that they have conditions that, and you shouldn't make fun of those conditions. Like, there's reasons why there's grown adults who are set back more than you. Okay? They didn't have the things, the conditions you did. Okay? So yeah, I guess I just wanted to say that mostly. It's really hard getting on here and saying all this stuff, so I try not to, because I do know it's embarrassing too. Yes, I do know that I look like an embarrassment, and that's why I hate doing these videos, but I feel like these are my conditions. This is what I'm dealing with, what I'm working with, so I have to make these videos. Anyways, for the longest time also, I wanted to get the help that I needed, like, for example, Social Security benefits and stuff like that, but I was always told by others that I wasn't, like, allowed to, is what it felt like, by others, because I feared that, I was always told, you need to get your ass to work, like my evil ex-boyfriend, he was like, you better fucking get a job, and he made sure I did, whatever. And it wasn't just him, it was like everyone, and because I feel like it's unfair for them, or they think that it's unfair that I don't work because everybody else works. And so that's why I feel like for the longest time, like, they didn't want me to get benefits that I needed, because I'm also half deaf. I don't know if people knew that, but I am half deaf, and hearing aid won't help, because it's not the fact that I just can't hear, it's the fact that the words are being they're not, like, even if more auditory information goes into my ear, even if more sound, like a higher volume of sound goes into my ear, I don't know, something's wrong where I can't make out the words. Like, it sounds all blurred. I don't know what it is, but I was told that I was supposed to be completely deaf when I was born. Like years ago, whenever I was a kid and I was diagnosed by being deaf, I was told that I was supposed to be completely deaf, because usually when the nerve in the ears doesn't mature properly during fetal development, that usually is supposed to happen with both ears, but that only happened with my left ear. So there's a nerve inside my ear that didn't develop, so I can't get surgery or anything. So it's like it's not making out the words, so it sounds blurred. Even if more auditory information goes in, even if it's like louder, it's just not making out the words. So that's a disability that I've also had for my whole life since I was born. I thought that I just had a left ear as decoration, just to make out the evenness, the symmetry. When I was little, I thought that I just had like a ear for decoration. I know. But then I found out, no, I was actually supposed to be able to hear from that ear. And so yeah, I never got Social Security income benefits because of that. And I didn't really know how to go about the process of all this, of like applying and stuff, because I always thought people weren't going to believe me. I always thought that people didn't want me to get benefits. That's why I didn't think that they would actually give them to me. I've tried applying before and they've rejected me, and or they've told me, well, if you're working, we can't let you apply. But I had to be working at the time because I had bills that I had to pay. I lived in an apartment. So it was always something that I got rejected for, and I wasn't allowed to, but I should have been taken care of a long time ago. And it sucks because I could have avoided so much horrible things in my life, so much horrible people that I had to feel like I had to rely on and depend on. I could have been taken care of by getting the help that I actually deserved earlier on. So yeah, for the longest time I feel like people gaslight me all the time and tell me, because you know I am targeted and stuff and gang stalked. They tell me that there's nothing wrong with you. You're just lazy. You're just crazy. You're not crazy. But then they say that I am crazy. They're like, you're not crazy, but then whenever they want to discredit me, they're like, you're fucking crazy, or you're disgusting, and you're an embarrassment, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, all these things. But then when I want to get actual benefits like SSI for it, they're like, there's nothing wrong with you. You should work like the rest of us. So it's always been that dilemma, and that's why I haven't been able to do some of the things that I've needed to do. So I just wanted to say that. I hate making these videos, and hopefully it's one of the last ones that I make. So bye.